Welcome to Shortstop on Pool, where we play it straight. Hey, I want to make this just short and sweet. Like many of you, I say that Efren Reyes is the greatest pool player who ever lived. He is the GOAT. And I know that tons of you have met Efren Reyes over the decades. You've gambled with him, played pool, played exhibitions, played chess, went to dinner. What other adventures do you have with Efren Reyes? There are probably hundreds, if not thousands, of stories out there. Tales of Efren. I have one. I played an exhibition set of 9-ball against Efren a little over 20 years ago. I want to encourage you to share your stories with me. My goal is to put together a book. Maybe it'll be called Goat Tales, Stories of Efren Reyes, something like that. But I think there's a really good opportunity for all of us to share our stories of when we met Efren Reyes, and that would make a great read for all the people like me who feel that Efren is the greatest pool player who ever lived. I've set up a link on my website, and I'll put a link to it in the description, where you can share your stories. Maybe it's just a story that you want to type out, but if there's a game or a shot that Efren made that you want to relate, or several shots, you can use the widget on my website to lay out the balls on the pool table and explain the shot that he made. Tell me about the shots you've seen Efren make, the wins or losses that you've seen him make gambling, something funny that happened. Let's put together a book with at least 100 or more stories of Efren Reyes. Include your name and a contact info in case I want to try and contact you or a couple of other witnesses. We want to try and verify the stories so that we're at least reasonably sure that it happened the way the story is. But this is a book about the tales of Efren Reyes' exploits over the last several decades that he's toured America and indeed the entire world. I hope you'll share my enthusiasm for this project and share your tales of Efren with me. Let's take a look at the rack that I played with Efren Reyes.
I'm pretty sure during this game I broke because you could tell that all the balls are on one end of the table, so it's probably not a great break. But I made a ball on the break and then the ball after, and then I played safe. So this is, as far as I can remember, this is really close to how the ball's laid. So I played safe on the 3-ball. I didn't have a shot. So this is a real typical type of safety where the 3-ball was here and the cue ball was here. So I just banked the 3-ball and put the cue ball behind the 7. So, real standard safety. And I'm sure Efren's going to hit the ball. I figure he's just going to come over here and just kick one rail. He's got an easy kick on the 3-ball. And I'm interested to see what he's going to do. I was really surprised because Efren was sitting in a chair over there. And I'll show you what Efren did. Efren's sitting in this chair. And I'm expecting him to and I play safe, I'm expecting him to get up and go one rail. So he gets out of his chair and he doesn't even look at the balls. He walks over here to this end of the table and he puts his cube down right here on the rail and he's pointing at the 3-ball like this. And I'm looking at Efren thinking, what in the world is he doing? Has he lost his mind? All the balls are on that end of the table. Why is he standing on this end of the table? And why is he putting his cue on the rail right here looking at the 3-ball? It didn't make any sense to me. I thought he lost his mind. What in the world is he doing? I'm thinking in my mind, Efren, you have an easy 1-rail kick. Just kick this way. Why are you standing over there? Anyway, so Efren stands here for just a moment or two. And I'm not going to shoot what he shot, but I'll take the cue ball and diagram it for you. Efren came over behind the cue ball here. And he shot this way. He shot the cue ball into the rail here. The cue ball hit 1 rail, 2 rails, 3 rails. The cue ball hit the 3 and knocked the 3-ball over here behind these balls. The cue ball caromed off the 3-ball and went straight up to the head rail. Almost froze to the rail, exactly where he was pointing with his cue a moment earlier. I realized immediately that he wasn't crazy, and my jaw was on the floor, and all I could think of was, oh. So not only did Efren realize that the higher percentage play, that the safety play, the way to get distance and hide the balls wasn't this one rail, he realized immediately it was the 3 rail. But think about that. If I was going to try and kick at this ball 3 rails, I would be happy just to hit the 3 ball. And I would have hit it harder than Efren did because I'm trying to create separation. Not only did Efren kick 3 rails, he knew which part of the 3 ball he was going to hit to play the carom exactly there and to knock the cue ball there, the 3 ball there. And not only did he realize that that was the shot, he knew that that was the shot before he even got out of his chair. He knew exactly what he was going to do. It was at that moment that I realized that pool at the top levels, and indeed pool at Efren's level, which is above the top levels, was something that I hadn't even considered before. A level of knowledge, detail, skill that I hadn't even considered existed. And I was already a super big fan of Efren, but he achieved God status that day.
Click the link in the description and tell me your story of Efren Reyes. I'm really looking forward to hearing your story. And remember, if you're playing pool, play it straight.